Boxing fans are in for an early Christmas as Jake Paul steps into the ring with Anthony Joshua in Miami. Originally scheduled to face Gervonta Davis on Netflix, Paul's plans changed after a civil lawsuit accused Davis of violent behavior, battery, and kidnapping, forcing organizers to pivot. MVP Promotions quickly secured a world-class replacement in Joshua, a former unified heavyweight champion, instantly creating a global buzz. The shakeup drew commentary from all corners, including UFC CEO Dana White, who claimed he was learning of the matchup change live at UFC 322. MVP co-founder Nakisa Bidarian dismissed that version of events, asserting that the UFC was well aware of the negotiations. White has long expressed disdain for Paul, often suggesting that fans tune in hoping to see him lose. After the Joshua announcement, White implied that the British Olympian could finally deliver the knockout many have anticipated. Bidarian revealed that UFC influence has complicated Paul's matchmaking, particularly with ex-UFC fighters. Fighters who consider facing Paul have reportedly received guidance that participation could affect future UFC opportunities, including access to the Performance Institute. Despite public tension, Bidarian argued that the Joshua fight is far safer than the slap contest-style fights Paul has faced, noting that he will be moving and defending himself throughout. Joshua's entry dramatically increased the stakes. While Davis posed challenges, his smaller stature gave Paul a perceived path to victory, whereas Joshua presents a far more dangerous and high-profile opponent. Speculation about Davis's withdrawal being linked to ticket sales was also dismissed by Bidarian, who explained that top-level media deals, like those with Netflix, are not driven by in-person ticket revenue. Several replacement candidates were considered, including former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who ultimately declined. Paul's recent victories over Mike Tyson and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. have emboldened him to chase marquee names. Other potential opponents explored included Saul Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, Ryan Garcia, and Tommy Fury, though scheduling and timing made Joshua the most viable option. Bidarian admitted he initially urged Paul to reconsider the fight, advocating for a plan that would include additional in-ring experience before facing a heavyweight of Joshua's caliber. When circumstances shifted and the original plan fell apart, Paul and MVP took a bold gamble, calling an audible on short notice and stepping into one of the biggest fights of his career. The matchup represents a collision of skill, size, and notoriety. Paul's journey from social media sensation to legitimate boxing contender has been met with skepticism and criticism, yet the Joshua fight is a defining moment. Fans will now watch to see if Paul can survive, and perhaps even triumph, against one of the most accomplished heavyweights of the past decade, cementing his place in the sport's global conversation.